Hi friends, welcome to Sagardia Tech Talks. In this video, we are going to dealing with RTOS based design principles in embedded system subject. So, what is RTOS? RTOS is a real-time operating system intended to serve real-time applications. It is a time-bounded system, so the main concern is for timing. An embedded system with a single CPU can run only one process at an instance. This process at any instance may either be an ISR, kernel function, or a task. So it can be a interrupt service routine or a kernel function or task. Now, there are different strategies that are predefined in the textbook. From that, eight strategies are going to discuss in this video. So the first one is design with ISRs and task. So ISR means interrupt service routine. So when we design an RTOS, design with interrupt service routines and tasks. Interrupt service routine is a set of instructions to be executed when an interrupt is invoked, like saving the context of current running process and uh, transferring the execution to interrupt service routine, etc. etc. Tasks are operations to be performed, operations in an RTOS. So a task or ISR should not be called another task or ISR. Each ISR or task should be under control of RTOS. That is designed with the ISR and task. That means such that interrupt service routines can only send messages from RTOS and parameters for the task. That is designed with the ISRs and tasks. Next point is RTOS provides nesting of ISRs. So if the RTOS provide nesting only, we can able to interrupt higher priority, lower priority ISRs with higher priority ISRs. So nesting is an important aspect. After execution of higher priority interrupt, then the execution will be returned to a low priority interrupt by loading the saved context in stack. That is providing an nesting between interrupt service routines. So the next point is the ISR code should be optimally of short execution time. That means if the code is short, then execution time will be less. So if the execution time is less, we can able to make the system time bound. So the ISR should be in minimal instructions. If the instructions are instruction numbers are high, then it should given to task. So the next one is design with taking care of memory and power needs. So this is a simple one. That means if we are designing RTOs, then it should be efficient and reliable according to it should be efficient in memory as well as power consumption. That is designed with taking care of memory and power needs. Next point, design in the form of task model design. In this strategy, they are telling that the design should be modularized. We should be able to modularize this design. So what is the main advantages of modularization? We can able to detect codes easily, and we can able to reuse the codes and make execution more efficient. The design should be modular design, and each module should contain multiple tasks for better and predictable response time control. Also, design should care of the shared resources of data among tasks. So one thing is that if we are using modularization, we have to take care of the shared resources or data among the tasks. Okay, and next point, design in the form of tasks for data encapsulation. So every RTOS has global variables and local variables. So the global variable should not be used in task. The message passed by task should be encapsulated. So to encapsulate that, we are using inter-process communication to encapsulate the messages between two tasks. So the message should be encapsulated. Next point, use ideal CPU time for internal functions. CPU will not be working for every time. There will be some ideal time for CPU, like because all tasks when preemption is occurring, the CPU will be in idle use. So we can use that type of CPU for doing another functions like read the internal queue, manage the memory, search for free block in memory, etc. etc. So use CPU for CPU idle time for internal functions. And next and the last strategy is design with limited RTOS functions. If you're designing an RTOS, use an RTOS which can be configured so that we can able to disable system calls that are not required in our program. Example, if a queue and pipe functions are not used during execution, then the code of the embedded system disables these during run. So these RTOs help us to disable the functions system calls if we are not using. So this is the 8 strategies that are discussed in this session. We can just summarize once more, starting from the first. The first one is design with ISRs and tasks. Always design RTOs with interrupt service routines and tasks. Task is I already tell, it's an operation, and ISR is interrupt service routine, which is set of instructions to be executed when an interrupt is invoked. Next one is RTOs provide nesting of ISRs. The RTOs should have a nesting of ISR. Then only they can able to provide interrupt between lower and higher priorities. Third point is the ISR code should be optimally of short execution time. That means we have to reduce the number of instructions in ISRs. If instructions is high, then we need to pass it to task. Design with take care of memory and power needs. It's very simple. Make memory and power consumption should be efficient. We should not use unnecessary memory data or memory spaces or power. That is design with take care of memory and power needs. Fifth one is design in the form of task mover design. That means the design should be in modularized way. So that we can able to detect codes as well as reuse the codes, and also we can able to predict the response time. Sixth point is design in the form of task for data encapsulation. We should be able to encapsulate data, the messages that sent between two tasks. That is they are telling this strategy. And seventh one is use ideal CPU time for internal functions. So at a time of preemption, the CPU will be idle, so that we can use that time for performing reading the internal queues, managing memory, etc. etc. Design with limited RTOS functions. That means if we can able to use configured RTOs, then they will provide a functionality that they will disable the system calls which are not necessary for our codes. That is again design with the limited RTOs function. So this is the 8 strategies for RTOs design process. From this I am stopping. Thank you.